Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL. This is take number 3, and appreciate everybody being with us and bearing with us here as we deal with some technical issues here. But thanks for being with us again. And I'm not sure what's been actually posted across the Facebook waves here and all of our different outlets. But check our Livestream STL website out at livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. We've changed a few things here. It looks like things are going to work out a little bit better today here. We've got the boys here, and we are taking a look at my good friend here. I got to put the camera back on him. We'll put it straight on him. We're going to call this the Todd Medley Show because it's only taken us three shots this time to do it here. But Todd Medley, good friend here. Todd, my friend, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Todd Medley is our one of our guest coaches here. We've got the cameras or the microphones back on. I got them back on, guys. I promise.
Yeah, you can talk.
Oh, I was
We'll let
just
you
going to
talk.
say, third time. I was like,
Third time.
It's kind of like, Ray, you're the one who dropped the baton, right?
Well, I did not drop the baton.
I'm just saying. I mean, you guys ran track together.
You know,
Where's that? But
That's what that's
Oh, you mean this? There it is.
Ray dropped the baton.
So we're
Perfect for the track and field episode,
Absolutely.
right?
Way to-
All right, I contributed now. I can go.
Oh my gosh. So we're catching up here with my good friend Todd Medley, 1999 or 1990 graduate.
Man,
with
they were
us.
trying to look young.
We're trying to make ourselves look young. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Way
Good
better.
friend here, Todd, and appreciate you being on. We used to live right up the street from each other, and we
Sorry,
sucked.
Todd.
We,
Sorry,
we
Todd.
sucked. Yeah, we sucked.
Sorry, Todd.
We sucked in a lot of that dough run air,
Oh,
and,
man, did we.
and
Yep.
did we not? You
Yeah,
know, and
absolutely.
we're not sure if that helped us or hurt us in the long run, but you know,
Still remains to be seen, I think.
Depends on who you ask.
that's true.
Depends on who
That's
you
true.
ask.
That's absolutely. And so you know, my good friend Todd Medley, the Hillsborough track and field coach over at the University of Hillsborough, we call that. Well,
University of
that's
Hillsborough.
actually Jeffco, but we're over at Hillsborough Hawk Land,
The real HHS.
the real
Oh.
Man.
Shots fired. Shots fired. And that's coming from
That's from a Herky Grant. Wow.
You got to play to your crowd.
Wait.
You got to play to
Herky
the
doesn't
crowd.
pay.
Wait a minute, I
him.
just saw your kid. Your kid was at my basketball camp.
Hey,
He's a Herky.
He's trying to get that expert coaching.
Your wife works at Herky. Oh, man.
There it is. Okay.
All right, this is his last episode ever.
First, you ruined the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, after the third take, it may be
know.
everybody's last episode.
This
Could
guy.
be.
You were on shooty assignment.
I have to make an announcement on here that
Oh, man.
Coach McVay's mom said, "Stay in your lane, Coach Miller."
Wow. You know what I got to say about that? Yeah, I'd have to agree with her. No, so we've
Not
tried.
possible.
already,
I'm a
man.
DoorDash deliverer. I just go wherever I want. Sidewalk. I got to get there.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah,
I was following behind
We've-
you the other night.
we've tried this 3 times and talked a little bit about the good old days, you and I,
Yeah.
and part of some pretty successful.
Keyword old.
The good old days.
Good
Yeah.
old
You know.
days.
But you know,
Oh.
Todd and I, we got to state one year, drop the baton, and that's okay. Right. I got a picture of it. I didn't drop the baton.
Yeah, not us.
That wasn't
not
me.
us.
Do
Somebody
we
else.
remember who dropped it?
Oh, you
Yeah,
gonna front
we
him
do.
out?
You're going to put that out on
We
it.
do.
You're going to front them
Apparently,
out.
he forgot the show that says the internet's forever. That's like, back in week 30-something,
Yeah.
I think.
You know.
We do, and I'm not going to throw
There
the
you
names
go.
out.
No,
but-
nothing
Well,
on
you're
Front
lucky
Street.
I don't know who it is.
You
Well,
probably do.
I just want to keep you calm over there. 'Cause if I, you might
I'm
know
always
him.
calm.
You might know him.
That
so.
takes a lot, Todd. That
You
takes
might
a
know
lot.
him. We all know him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but it was fun. We had a lot of great moments, and I'm proud that you're coaching.
yeah.
You know, I mean, after I kind of left out at Herky, was over at Jeffco a couple years ago. We kind of, you know, you go in different directions, and you know, we kind of caught up a little bit with each other before the show here, and said, "What did we do after? Did your house get bought up by Doe Run too?
Right.
You know?" And it basically kind of did, and so we've kind of gone in some different directions. And you're living where now?
I live in Festus.
In
My
Festus.
family and I live
Okay.
in Festus there.
Yeah, home
You're
of
in
the
Festus.
Tigers.
Well,
huh?
yeah.
Hawks and black cats.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Well, at least your kids are at Hergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but cool that and I know Todd. I know a handful of us in the track and field era that we were all in. We had some great coaches under Coach Drennan, Coach McMillan. We had a couple of other coaches that's not coming. Caston was one of the
Coach
coaches
Caston
over there
was
too.
always around.
You know.
Still's around.
Yeah,
Keith,
still around.
Keith Perry. I don't
Yep.
remember if you remember
Perry.
Keith Perry. He's down. I think
Farmington now.
area
Mm-hmm.
there.
And
So I run into him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Son-
Tell
son's
us.
pretty good.
Tell us what you've been up to. And,
Well,
we'll
I don't
just,
want
we'll
it
just
to-
listen.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like a "This Is Your Life" type of episode or anything like that.
Well, this is your life.
Yeah.
This is your show.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. But, no, I just kind of after high school, when everybody went their separate ways, joined the Marine Corps, spent 4 years in the Marines. Met some really good friends, and grew up a little bit. Then just came back, Jefferson County area, did some jobs here and there. Ended up working for Coca-Cola for a while.
Hey,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Turn all these.
hold on.
Hey, good choice. Coke does taste well.
Yeah.
This is tea. I'm not drinking Pepsi.
But anyways,
Should be.
eventually decided to go back to school and get into education and work with young people and stuff like that, and got into coaching. Football. Actually, one of the first coaching jobs I had was over at Crystal City with Coach Jarvis and Dan Ridgway.
Yep.
And that
We
was
had some
some
good
I've met him.
times.
Yeah, we did.
Had some good times over there.
Had some good times until we had to ride the bus 4.5 hours down to Caruthersville and get beat pretty
Did
bad.
you go all the way to? Were you the one with me at Orchard Farm when we went to the JV game and there was no game?
I don't remember that one. No, but,
my
man,
You
that's
messed that one up.
that's a haul for sure.
Well, I'm not going to blast them out there, but
Yeah, tell us off the
yeah,
air. Don't-
yeah.
But I
then,
get,
then we can
it
start.
was before Jones.
Yeah. So got into coaching, kind of just talking around some people that I knew and everything, and now I've been 9 years out of Hillsboro, teaching social studies, coached football for probably 4 or 5 years, and then have been the head track coach for the last 4. Was an assistant coach for ever since I've been out there, but the last 4 actually have had the opportunity to be the head boys track coach.
All right. Very nice, very nice. And that's, good tenure there for being that many years over at Hillsboro, and congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks.
He was a black cat for a while, too, in that stint. He forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Well, I did. From Crystal City, I went over to Herky, and I coached football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a story on that. Oh, you saw that. He had some Crystal shirts,
No.
and some head coach decided to burn them.
What?
Yes.
Now-
Coach Helms burned them to get the kids fired up. I think
okay.
I think it worked.
It did work.
Yeah. We
It
had some
worked.
Crystal City shirts, and we wore them the week that was back.
yeah.
That was several years ago when there were some very good
Rivalries.
athletes. I mean, there were some big heavy rivalries
Right.
there.
Oh, it was some fun, Crystal.
Yeah,
and
it
Herky
was,
back then.
man.
We had 2 years there that we actually played. I
Yeah.
think.
Both
And-
for district championships, I believe, and I think it went back and forth.
split
One
it,
year
I
was,
think.
yeah, I think so, and that was the deal. I remember, and I don't know if Ray would remember this, but Coach Helms came from Hillsboro
Right.
over to Herky, so every time we would play Hillsboro, he always had a jacket that he wore.
Oh, yeah.
And he would always tell us, boys, if we ever can beat them and everything, we're going to burn this jacket. And my senior year, we got, I think it was
We lost
I think
15 to 14.
Yeah, it was 15 to 14,
Yeah.
and man, we were more devastated about not being able to light a fire to that jacket than actually probably losing the game. Like, we wanted to burn stuff, and
Coach Helms is a pyro.
I'm not
gonna lie to you. I used those pictures for an entire year for that next year when we beat them. So,
when that came around, we wore the Crystal City shirts that week, and
they burned them.
Yeah, we set them on fire.
Set the things on fire.
That's awesome, though.
That's what I mean. That's what I do. The Pius shirts every time.
Those are good fire starters, maybe.
Oh man!
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
I love it.
Hey, you guys, everybody just keep doing what they're doing. We'll take your kids.
But you don't recruit.
Hey, when they come willingly, okay? I can say what you want about recruiting.
Yeah.
We just open the door for them.
Right. That's great.
Can you open the door and say, do you value your education?
Office is that way.
Their thumbs are like this.
You're tall. Yeah, that way.
Oh, my gosh.
You can kick the ball really far? That way.
Todd, do you see what I deal with every week? This is
Hey,
nuts.
you had to throw in there about Pius. It's okay.
Well, tell
60
us about
weeks.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell us about this year. How's the season been going for you? And now that we're kind of getting ready to go into postseason action, what can you tell us about track, and tell the viewers a little bit about what goes on at a meet and everything, and just how everything's been going?
Well, anybody who's never been to a track meet will just look and just kind of see just a mass chaos and just hundreds of people, kids running everywhere and that. But, we're getting into a point of time here in May where some of the larger schools are getting ready. Hillsboro, the Class 4 schools, Class 5, and the larger schools are getting ready to do their district track meets this Saturday. And then, the top 4 finishers in each event move on to the sectional track meet the week after that, and then again it just kind of repeats itself. Top 4 placers or whatever, they end up going to the state track meet at Jeff City. So it's been a big deal this year, because as you guys know, we lost a lot through COVID, and the track, and last year's track season was like, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks long, and then boom, it was like a cutoff date. So a lot of these juniors, missed their entire junior year, and some of them, missed a big year of like recruiting wise, trying to get to colleges and stuff like that. And then you got sophomores who on the track, they're really freshmen. Like, they don't have a clue about really what they're doing.
It's funny you say that. There was a group of sophomores across the hall the other day in Coach DeMullen's class talking about they haven't had the end of high school, like end of the year experience yet, you know, and they're all like, man, this is like our freshman year. We're getting to have it, because last year it was like, boom, you're not coming back.
Yeah,
right.
All right, we're going to wait, and then, oh, sorry, we're done.
Yeah,
And
so it's been really interesting to kind of watch kids just figure things out on their own, so to speak. But track season's been real. It's been a blessing. It's been really going well, I think. Down in Jefferson County, we've been blessed a lot more than even up north there. Where they've had a lot of restrictions on.
Whose fault was that up in that area? I saw where the Attorney General is filing some
doctor.
Some
doctor.
things
The good
against
doctor.
the good doctor.
Yeah.
Does it rhyme with wage?
Sure.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. I think Metallica had a song, Turn the
Page.
Dr. Sam Page, that's it.
That's the D-bag.
Yeah, that's the Deerberg.
That's what I said, right? I said that.
Well,
yeah, but to answer your question, things have been going really well. Better than what some of us coaches expected. Yeah, probably. Be quite honest, just because you just didn't know. I mean, a lot of, there's been a lot of restrictions in place regardless.
Well, it's been great to go. My daughter ran middle school, and you guys had 2 meets I got to go out to Hillsboro for, and it's great to see fans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to see fans.
Right.
I mean, basketball season was a struggle for me and the kid. Not for me, but for the kids, because you have a home game, and you didn't really have a home court advantage.
That's big.
No one was there.
Right.
Yeah, that's big.
Except family a couple people that could come in through a ticket. So it's been great to go to meets and see grandparents there watching and cheering their kids on and their grandkids on and everything.
That's probably one of the things that I take away from this track season is the opportunity to be able to have family watching, from afar. And I mean, you go to these meets and those kids live off that energy and hearing all that roaring and people screaming and hollering and yelling at them. I mean, that's if you ask them, that's what they live for. They listen for that stuff. I mean, they, as much as they say they don't, I mean, that feeds into them.
Well, in a year without the sport.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just for track, like I just came straight here from my son's baseball game, and it's the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of people going to the games.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're like, we haven't gotten to do this in forever.
Right.
Yes.
And everyone wants to see. Some of them didn't get to see much of their grandkids and kids play early on in the year in the other sports.
Yeah.
So.
I've got a question. Since having the year off, with COVID, how much of a step back has that been for your program?
I don't really know if it's been too much of a step back, to be honest with you. And all these guys know. I mean, when you have a program, when you say the word program, you build that over time. So, you just miss. You really just missed out on a season. But everything program-wise, your expectations, your standards, just how you run things, how you set things up and go about things, your off-season stuff, like anything that goes into it. I wouldn't say it was a step back or anything. It was just kind of like, it just stopped. And then once, it was time to pick it back up, everything just kind of picks it back up, because the kids who have been around for –
right.
Other than, again, the freshmen who don't really know much, but everybody else has kind of been there. Like, they know what you need to do. I mean, hope I'm making sense with that.
Definitely.
Well, you're still seeing records being broken.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're seeing, if you're a true track kid, like that's your main sport. They didn't stop training.
No, you did stuff over the summer, with the Jets and all that stuff around here. So the AAU stuff.
And I don't remember if we talked about it on air last week or not, but with my son and being in junior high, first time having an opportunity to see track, I tell you what, that conference meet last week in junior high, you had two kids from Festus and the kid from Herky running the 100. All of them sub-12s. Flying.
Yeah.
I mean, that was exciting. That was an exciting race to watch.
I tell you what, the county athletes in track and field this year in the middle school division was impressive.
Absolutely.
Probably one of my
all those meets were fun.
I've been doing middle school track and field for this is year 6 or 7 now, and I tell you, this year, it was competitive across the board. Every meet was like that. We had some speed and some talent and some.
And you know what I really liked about it? And we talked a little bit about this last week. Those kids competed, and then they were done, and they were picking each other up, telling each other what a great job from all the different schools. It wasn't like they were, in some sports it's a little different.
I agree.
But out there in track, it was fun to watch.
It was, and I think that has a lot to do with, I think not having that year off, and those kids missed out on those experiences and those friendships that they built over, and they didn't get to do that last year. So I think it has a lot to do with it, and it also has a lot to do with, kids just want to compete. Honestly, and I think that competitive.
I think they just missed the competing part of it,
and I think that's what it boils down to. Kids have missed the opportunity to compete, and to compete in front of fans, and so I think they're taking it all in and truly enjoying it. You ask high school kids, and I'm sure you've heard it. These kids are really enjoying this year, probably more than in the past. And I've listened to some of them talk about it, and they're really enjoying it just because they've got it taken away last year, and they realized how important that was and what they missed out
track
on.
Kids, especially with not having it at all.
Yeah.
At least you got the other sports in last year.
Right.
And, it just track and baseball were the ones that got screwed on that deal.
Right.
So now you can just tell. You go to a baseball or track meet, people are smiling. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
people are just happy to be there.
Yeah.
So what? So with track and field, so are you guys? I think you're hosting a district, or
we're hosting our Class 4. Hillsboro's Class 4, one of the larger schools. We're hosting our district, and we're actually in District 2. And I'm not going to get, I could get on a big soapbox about how they arrange the districts.
We have
and-
no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm good.
You go ahead, because I bet we
Wait a
can
second.
chime in
They
on
do
some
that?
basketball.
I was going to say, I'm sure
Is that more
somewhere.
than just basketball?
Yeah,
They have
I'm
issues?
sure somewhere
Weird.
probably show 38 or 39. You guys may have covered that by now. But so I don't want to bring anything up. But we're actually in District 2 with no other school around our area.
So when they do,
And Festus is actually hosting Class 4 District 1, 7 miles, I think, apart. Or
So
whatever.
you and Festus are in
Two
separate.
separate districts?
We are.
Where's DeSoto at then?
They're in the
With
district of
Festus.
Festus.
Wait a second.
so whenever they
Hold
they
on,
do
no,
those
it's
assignments,
geography.
So when there's a map-
he's got to answer the
He
geography.
can't do the geography part.
Just go to Canada.
Just go to Canada.
Yeah.
No, Alaska.
No, go to Canada first.
But use your boat to go through Canada to get to Alaska.
Yes. So we host this district, and we've got we've got some pretty good competition.
All right, so what are some teams in this district? I want to hear. So
we've
you got
got
Hillsboro.
We've
know
got
that.
Hillsboro, man. Then we have Rockwood Summit coming down from Fenton. We have the Cardinal Ritter coming down.
the
The Cardinal Ritter, yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so that's an interesting
Yeah.
from Hillsboro to Fenton now to St. Louis. Okay.
And we're going to stay in St. Louis and bring down Gateway High School. We're going to bring down Confluence Prep Charter Academy. Bring them down.
Nice.
Afton made the cut.
Made the cut.
Vianney High School's coming down. So, there's
I guess they said, well, you could at least host maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there's 7. And it's gender wise, it's a little messed up too. There's like 7. I think there's 7 or 8 actually boys schools in our district, but there's 10 on the girls' side because the
Championship factor.
because they're throwing in Naring-Saul and your St. Joe's and your Rosati Canes, and Lutheran South has a girls' team, but their boys' team is. Their boys' track team is, I think, a Class 3, but their girls are Class 4. Cardinal Ritter girls are Class 5, so the boys are Class 4. Different stuff like that.
I think
that they're
basically what you just said.
Ding! I hit it.
I mean, it's the
And then 7 miles or whatever it is down the road, you've got, Festus, Farmington, DeSoto, Windsor, Cape, Notre Dame, Cape Central, Sykeston, all those normal schools that
So Windsor.
previously we would have been we would have
Wait,
been
hold on,
with
time
them.
out.
But
Windsor is
I'm not
north
good at
of you.
I'm not good at geography.
But they're in the south, and
Yeah,
you are
Sykeston
in.
and Cape, and you're not there.
no. But hey,
Do they skip
it
over
is
the H's?
Dr.
It is
Erhan,
what
if
it
you're
is.
watching, can you give us an explanation of how this is done?
and he's not watching, and he's hey,
You know what? I'll share the video with him.
okay,
Yeah.
all right,
He loves your emails, right?
yeah.
No, they don't like the write-ups.
Oh,
my
your
responses.
write-ups? Oh, you're right.
That official sucked. And that was when you put that official sucked. Here's my phone number. Call me on every one of the things. When you give a 5, yeah, they kicked that one back.
Well, I've heard it's not good to tell officials that either. I'm just saying.
I think. Well, who's done that here?
I don't know. I've heard.
Bum, bum,
Few.
bum.
But I.
That must be something that's nice. You only have one official to deal with, right?
Yeah, and,
typically, yeah.
you just
He does
don't-
have a
I
gun.
was gonna say that's the
He
guy
does.
with the
He
gun,
does.
right?
Yeah, he does have a gun. And,
And notice there's no major issues with coaches in the track official.
well,
I don't know.
Wait. Does
Wait,
anybody
I
ever
was
get in
at-
anybody's face? And
Yeah, because I saw
Really?
it. Just,
I was gonna say, did you,
you
see
know
it?
what I
You saw it last
Me and
week.
you
didn't
saw
you?
it.
yeah. I
what
mean,
was that over?
DQing a team in a relay.
A team?
Yeah,
Did
during
you
a
know
relay.
the team?
During a relay.
Oh, you knew the team.
Did they do what Ray did and drop the baton?
No.
I didn't drop the
A
baton.
little bit
Listen,
of
listen.
tangling up again. The official felt like it was a
Because they didn't stay in their lane?
Competitive.
They did not
maybe.
stay in their lane. You're
Off
right.
the rails.
Mrs. McVeigh, I know how to stay in my lane.
Oh,
One
there you
year
go.
of head coaching in track, and that's
There you
it.
go.
We didn't have a track. So
Oh,
Well,
Hey,
okay.
Josh
Yeah.
Spool's on. Happy birthday, Josh Spool.
yes. Happy birthday,
yeah, happy
Coach.
birthday,
Josh.
Sproul. Oh, Curtis Davis said it was like coaching 2 7th-grade teams at the junior high level this year because they didn't get it last year. So
Yeah.
I could see that.
makes sense.
you got to tell us because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about track, but when I go to a track meet and I see 500-600 teenage kids and just a handful of coaches, I think, oh my gosh, this is just a recipe for disaster. But I mean, tell us a little bit about that.
I always hear track coaches say it's like herding ants. You're like,
It can be. I don't.
Especially junior high.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really know from
Better
experience
ants
as
than
far as
rabbits.
like yeah.
I said better ants than rabbits because that's
Yeah, you got that right.
There it is.
there it is. No, I just didn't want to acknowledge it.
yeah.
I did not want to acknowledge the.
Yeah.
Everybody else got it.
No, I just
Todd doesn't want to
public
ever be
school,
on
private
now.
school. It's a different story.
Yeah, it's different
Todd,
rules.
Todd, this is what it's like when we get a little off the rails.
Yep, I get you.
So, Coach, give
No,
us a
but-
little bit of a rundown of as far as districts, what's your outlook, as far as for your team and your athletes, and kind of give us a little synopsis of the team and how you've done all year, basically leading up to this point.
Well, we started the year pretty strong. I feel as if we had, I don't know if it was just my eagerness or stupidity, but I feel like we had more track meets this year than we would have had last year, and it was just kind of everybody was having them again, based on the conversation that we all had about just people wanted to have them, people wanted to be out, But we started off pretty strong. We've kind of leveled out in the middle of the year, and we were able to win conference or the Jefferson County Conference last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess, when out at our place we ended up hosting that as well. So the boys were able to take that home. Pretty exciting races there at the end. The 4x4 came down the 4x4, and between us and Festus, it was a dead tie. 163 points, and whoever won the last race of the track meet won the conference championship.
It was
That's
awesome.
So it was pretty intense, and that's
What is that last race?
the 4x4.
Yeah, the 4x4.
Yeah. So yep.
That's a man's race.
Yeah, it sure is. And I used to, I hated it when I was in school. I hated being asked to run on it, and
Kids
but
complain all the time about it. Oops, sorry.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it now that I've coached it, quite a bit. And I mean, it's like it's like the 800. The 800 now has became more of a sprint than it actually is. And I used to the 800. The 800
mile's a sprint. Even.
Yeah. And the 800 and the mile as coaches, that used to be when you would go to like the concession stand or the hospitality room because that was like your break,
Yeah.
And now it's over like really super fast. But
Gotta wait till that 2 mile then.
Yeah, you gotta wait till the 2 mile. But no, we were able to win the conference this year, and we've been really fortunate with several good athletes out there over the last several years. Sam Wright being one of them. I'll just mention his name. He was a conference MVP, won all 4 open events that he was in, so he scored 40 points, which is a perfect score. Just kind of been working hard and just, everybody's enjoying it, like you guys said. Everybody enjoys it, and just trying to get ready for district. So
I think the atmosphere. I mean, being at your place a couple times for the meets this year, multiple times actually.
Multiple times.
We were there a lot this year.
We like to host track
But
meets
you know
out
what?
there.
Well, he likes to host tournaments.
That's
Man.
right.
So
I was waiting. I could believe Miller did say it. Herculaneum, the home of the tournament.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything.
But
more
I tell
about
you,
it.
Coach, you have some very great kids out there. I mean, very willingness to asking questions about stuff and willing to help. And we were out there for the meet last Friday night, and you know what, I was utmost respect for your coaches too. They were very willing to help and asking questions.
Well,
for
thank
things.
you. I'll pass that along to everybody. I
But
appreciate you saying that.
It's it takes an army.
Yeah, it
of
does.
coaches really.
It sure does.
To
And
do
we've
it.
got some. We've got some. Every coach would say this, but I truly believe it. We've got some of the best ones out there that I get to work with on a daily basis.
You're the track coach, right?
True.
Okay, so there's 4 of us here because I got some people on here commenting.
Oh, my goodness.
And Sproul's Josh is having a little birthday fun, I think, and saying I should be the anchor. So, if you had to pick this 4 to do the 4x4,
Wait, we're not
what
talking about track,
4x4,
not like stopping the boat.
No, we're talking the 4x4. We're all going to run a 400.
Does it can
What
it be a
order?
4x1? You think?
Do we get a break in between, or
If you guys want to have any more shows, you better just do a 4x1 instead
I
of
don't
a full
know.
lap.
I don't know.
Okay, now
feel a lot-
he changed
I
it.
feel a
He
lot
said
better right now.
4x4 means 4 feet each.
I can handle that.
He keeps saying Jarvis the anchor for days is bull. and then Curtis Davis says I can only manage a 10-meter sprint. So I'm just saying, if you had to do us 4, what order would you be here?
Oh, man.
Wow.
I figured we'd throw it out here, man. If I'm having suggestions. We're going to get off the rails a little bit here. But, I mean, he's the track coach. If I had to choose, I can tell you my order. But, I mean,
Well, I could do
Ray
it
can
one
run
at-
for
yeah.
me.
it's not like if
I
He'll
could do
blow
it
out
one
his
at
hamstring.
I'm just telling you, I never had a problem with the baton because I was always the one that came out of the blocks. So
I thought, never mind.
yeah,
I
there
thought
you
so many other
Stick 'em
things.
Got some from Ray Blitnikoff. You guys are about the same age, right?
Man. I was waiting.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, hey, man.
I was waiting for Blair to break off of this song.
Oh my!
Wow.
Did you see what I deal with here?
I know. It's awesome.
You know?
It's awesome.
That's funny.
Oh,
Go ahead, Coach.
Well,
What
let
do
me
you
see.
think?
I could do it one of 2 ways. I could probably just over-strategize and try to figure it out, or I just
Not with this group. Not
or
with
I'd
this
put a
group.
baton in the middle and see who grabbed it first, and then that would be the
And 'em out?
person. That would be the person that would lead it off coming out of the blocks. I'd probably go Coach McVay coming out of the blocks.
Oh man!
Just simply for him having to get down and get into that position. maybe throw some money
And
the
it's just
starter's
still
way
here.
to have him
It's just
hold it.
still-
Hold it.
We're here, boys.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Here, you take it.
Hey, but once the gun goes off,
hilarious.
his first step
we
would be
throw
the
it?
most powerful stride you'd probably see. I feel.
Did you see McVay out of the blocks?
No,
That'd be
McVay
awesome.
coming out of the
No.
blocks.
What a great idea for a commercial.
We're watching the coach's box. I just pulled a hammy.
That would have to be a donation right there. A substantial donation. for that to happen.
Hey, Cody Hunter says, let's set
No,
this
I
up
know.
right now.
Fundraisers.
It is right. Yeah,
You get to host
We're
one.
right across.
You get
we're
to host
right
one
down
more
the
meeting.
road.
Hey, I
You get
just
to host
tore
one
my
more.
I just tore my calf a week and a half ago shooting a basketball, so I'm not.
So we'll put you third.
It's
You
the
just
slowest runner.
You run the it's not like playing right field in
I was-
baseball.
and it's
like-
not like the 4x1 where you could shorten what I got to run right by our handoff zone.
Right.
But
yeah.
then, thank God Ray's not running because he dropped the baton and then it'll be over.
Man.
I dropped it. Oh, my hamstring.
I did blow my hamstring out my senior year.
Oh,
so.
that's why I keep teasing.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Sproul. You're going to pick McVay over me?
Yeah.
In
So-
the 4 here?
Yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
See,
I'm deceptively fast, and I'm the youngest of you guys.
So there you go.
Oh, there
I've got
comes
it all
the
on my
age
side.
again.
Hey,
you'll
I should be
finish
last.
it, and then
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because if you guys get the lead, I could just kind of coast.
There you go.
At the anchor?
Yes,
that's not how it happens.
I was thinking more like a stop, drop, and roll. Hey, that might work.
Spool's got a better strategy. Can we
Uh-oh.
just have Jarvis run all 4 legs?
That's called the 1600, isn't it?
I mean, there's no
Hey,
relay involved.
believe it or not, I did run a half marathon at one time. Why, I don't know.
I know why.
I could tell. And that's a whole other story that would take a lot longer.
Yeah.
But it
Where's
took
that guy at?
2 hours and like 19 minutes.
Is that really running a half marathon at that
Well,
point?
I called it running. It was hell. And I said, there's no way I'm ever. And these people, I got 26.1 on my car. Oh, screw you. I'm sorry, 26.2.
Yeah.
0.2.
So they're taking everything
Hey,
down
that
for the
point.
race, and he's just now finishing. Where's
there's-
everybody at?
Oh, no. I beat people.
Where's
It
my
was bad.
T-shirt?
That guy died back there.
Oh, I got to this one
my
hill.
boy, Blue.
I got to this one hill. It wasn't. I didn't have much further to go. I got the hill way.
That much further.
Oh, I'm done. I'm walking.
Wow.
I'm
Curtis
walking.
Davis says Jarvis will need 4 legs just to run a lap.
Man, I'm gonna whoop Davis's butt next time I see him.
Almost.
Very good. Very good.
All right, so you said McVay first. You
Yeah.
want me to finish up?
I think
Where
you'll
with
fit.
these two?
Well,
Right here.
I'm third. He already said I'm the slowest, weakest link.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Where's
But,
the
you
slowest
know-
guy always go? Second.
Now,
Well,
Crump's
you know-
got an idea. If it's a beer,
Beer
if
run?
it's
A beer
a beer
marathon.
marathon,
Yeah.
then that might change the whole
Beer marathon.
makeup.
Yep.
But see, what we're forgetting though is that you've got to run your lap in the actual
Same
lane, the
lane.
same lane all the way
Man, That
around.
one's, I'm the
So-
only one that stays on the rails most of the time.
That's why he puts
So,
you there.
there we
So,
go.
I would be able to stay in my lane.
Coaching strategy.
Jarvis would
Eight-
cut in immediately.
This ADD over here, dude, ain't gonna be able to stay in the lane.
This guy, he'll just fall forward.
Wow. Is that what you did when you hurt your calf? Did you fall forward?
Wow, I would fall forward at the finish line for sure.
Todd, do you know the fall forward?
I don't
He
think
says, "Okay, I'm gonna
Here we go.
He can relate. Tell him the scenario.
Football. All right, you're killing somebody, right?
He just
Yeah.
loves to bring
You're
this
killing
up.
somebody,
Beating them bad.
and you're whooping their butt. But you got your freshman in. Are you going to tell your freshman to fall forward? No, hell no, you're not. Hell no, you're
When you're
not.
up 80-0.
Listen, I've been up 50. I've been up 50-0 before in a JV football game when I coached, and 3 straight plays, the same exact play, and the third play, the kid just breaks through, and you're looking across like I was looking across to the other sideline with my hands in the air, going, "Hey, I can't make it. He's not going to fall down. He's not going to run out of bounds. That kid may be the only touchdown he scores
Ever.
Yeah, but so I'm not going to make anybody do that. I get it, but at the same time,
Just give instead of that, just
Yeah,
let them score the touchdown. We'll just take 1 point. We'll just take one. Just count by one.
we got to cover the spread. We got to cover the spread.
Wait. Board's not betting on those games. Just saying.
I don't know. Man, Boer's taking shots, and I bet he isn't even watching.
No, he's
tonight.
not. Wait.
I haven't seen him yet.
Tuesday. No, I don't think he can watch.
Oh, he's not allowed
I don't
to?
think so.
Man, that's a tight leash.
We've had a lot of Cody Hunter and Dave Crump on tonight.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow, I know Coach Hunter on there a bunch tonight.
Yeah.
Coach
Crazy.
Davis. Man,
Well,
Sproul, though,
I've
birthday
always-
boy.
I
dang.
remember. Now this is 20 years ago or
Uh-oh.
so plus.
That was a long time.
But Hillsborough always
Story
having
time.
a rich tradition in shot and disc. Is that still the case with
yeah.
Hillsborough?
We still have
Throwers.
a couple throwers come out, and generally they're the O-line, D-line guys on the football team, which is I feel as if that's probably school wide.
That's like
you know.
appropriate for
Yeah.
them.
Every so often you just get one of those kind of freak athletes that's doesn't really look like a thrower, built like a thrower, but they're able to do all the technical stuff. And yeah, but that's one. Field events, throwing is one of the things
You
we
guys
really
have
try to focus on.
Junior high girl that can really throw it over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I watched her. I was like, I watched my daughter throw, and then she threw about triple that. I was like, golly, man. And she could throw it.
Yeah, and I mean,
As long as she doesn't go to Good Shepherd and end up at a different high school the next year, we got.
What does that mean down there?
It's funny
Coach
how
Miller?
that works
We'll
out
have to work.
sometimes.
We'll have to work on things like that.
Whoa!
See,
What? That sounds like undue influence.
value your education.
Hang on. Let me get the mission book up here. It's digital now, so I just pull up on my computer.
I'm sure you've read it front to back.
Damn right I have.
He knows all the ins and doesn't know any of the outs.
Doesn't know any of that.
Oh dang!
I have never had any issues with that. My tenure at certain
yet.
places.
Dun dun dun.
So
Man, there's so
I
many
got
things
a
I would
question.
say. Uh-oh.
I got one question. This is going to go back. How much different has things changed? I mean, obviously, we've been around for a little while, but
Yeah.
how much? What is? Let's just give me 3 things, maybe that has changed tremendously since you and I ran. Okay.
Well,
The speed.
I was going to say that's one of them.
Yeah.
Technology.
The
Technology, we know.
yeah, speed. Just the I would say the overall just makeup of track and field, like the workouts and everything.
Structure.
There's with technologies comes science and all this other stuff where people, like we would just go out and,
Run up and down the hill.
Yeah,
Right.
like there were different things that we would just do, and when I look back on it, I'm like, man, I don't think I would have my track athletes run, and not saying that it didn't help us because, Herculaneum's always had a rich tradition, and even the time we were in school, and even past that, conference district championships, several state trophies, on and on and on. But like when I look at it, I'm like, man, did we really go out and run these workouts?
Right.
And and I, there's several times where I look at the athletes I have, and I'm like, man, you can't do that anymore.
Right.
The body doesn't, respond to that. The other the other thing that's changed is the track surfaces.
Yeah.
You don't really have to run on asphalt or
That
clay or whatever
That
it
old
is,
asbestos track?
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
that stuff was, where
Right.
you had like roofing nails on the bottoms of your shoes.
That's true.
That
There's a lot of truth there.
so just facilities, the overall sport has changed. Speed, and just overall performance of the kids. I mean, I still go back and think, some of the athletes I saw that I went to school with, and whenever you go to state track meet, you would see things that, there's still a record. A long jump record from 1989 that when I was at the state track meet as an athlete, I actually saw the guy long jump 26 feet more
Right.
an inch.
That's
and
crazy.
that's
insane.
and that's still around. So performance-wise, there was those things still around. But like now, it's just like really taking off. It's more. It's not as rare
I think you
anymore
look
to
at
see that stuff.
just the athlete and the makeup of an athlete in the track and field is so much different now
Yeah,
than it was 20 years ago.
sure, absolutely.
I mean, there's some physical specimens walking around
Yeah,
Yes,
at a
there
lot
is.
of those track meets, and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
And then you
difference.
find out, like, I don't remember what kid it was. One of my first years at Herky, this kid was like, he doesn't play football. He's a cross-country runner. I mean, he was ripped. I mean, he looked like he'd be playing, D-back or linebacker, safety or linebacker.
Yep.
But he was running cross-country, and he was a stud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang. You didn't see that as
Sure.
much, I don't think, in the past.
No,
Yes,
I agree with that.
Totally.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Do track coaches? I'll ask. We always talk about wanting a multi-sport athlete. We don't necessarily want our kids to specialize. Is it kind of the same way with track coaches and track and field, to where, or do you think, hey, you know what, specializing in track helps them? What as a coach, what's your thoughts?
I think the more sports, the more things you can do. If you get those multi-sport athletes, I mean, that's what everybody wants.
Versatile.
Obviously, track and field's a different thing. I think it's the basis. A lot of the movements and just sprinting and running in general that's the basis for all the other sports, really. A lot of sports, unfortunately, kind of use conditioning and running as running for conditioning. Sometimes hills are used for like punishment or something like that, or just whatever. And for us, for track coaches, you can't you can't discipline a kid by making them run more. You know what I mean? So, we look for multi-sport athletes. But saying that, I mean, you do get some kids that that's what they want to do. And they do the summer programs, the summer track programs. They do the indoor. There's not much opportunity around this area for like indoor track, but you have to travel. Mm-hmm. So if you're really serious about it, if that's your deal, then you find a way. Mm-hmm. So, but to answer your question, multi-sport is definitely what we want, what we look for. I think that's school-wide as well.
For sure. Well, Coach, we appreciate you having you on. Anything last words you want to say, maybe about your program or about the track and field looking up this Saturday and at districts, and anything you want to leave us out with?
No, I don't really think so. I just want to thank Ray for the invitation to come, and you guys do a great job. And when you guys started off, I kind of followed a little bit here and there, just because recommendation of Ray and everything. It's been fun. I know most of you. I feel like now I kind of know you a little bit, but hey, we're not strangers anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, we can give a little head nod from time to time across, whatever. But no, again, I just appreciate you guys letting us come out, and anytime, and I took the opportunity anytime I can come out and talk about the sport of track and field, and any of my kids, any of my program, I'm going to take the opportunity to do that, and I think all you guys will too.
I mean, we'd like to have other coaches that want to talk about their program on, And
that's one of the things we want to highlight moving forward is that, and so thank you for being our first opportunity to talk about your program.
And hopefully the other coaches won't have as much effect on the internet as you did.
But we got it fixed.
Yeah, so. We did.
You got to spread the word and tell them they got to come on here.
But
help us get off the rails.
Yeah, absolutely.
But congratulations to you and your program for winning the conference title this year.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to make sure that got recognized, because I don't think it was recognized very well around the county. And so I think that.
Are you saying that the paper media coverage is
a lot of Eureka stuff?
I didn't say it out loud. But I will say, though, it to me needs to be
weekly.
It needs never weekly.
But never weekly.
Never week.
How do you spell that, though?
I will say I just wanted to give a shout out, because I think it's important to be recognized. I mean, congratulations. That was a heck of a race at the end.
And on that, that's a story, because most meets don't come down to that, right?
Yeah, tie
going
to the last race.
No, it's tie going into the last race. It's awesome.
Did they just say no, just these two schools?
That would have been fun.
That would have
been fun.
Or let everybody go and then just those two in a heat. That would have been neat.
That would have been fun. That would have been fun.
Zach McVay always shaking things
right
up.
there, right?
See?
Exactly. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Always about entertainment.
Always about falling forward.
Oh, my goodness.
Mercy. Look it up there, Jarvis.
There it is. Look it up. All right, guys, we're going to take a break here. You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back. We hope you're enjoying tonight's presentation. Take advantage of the HD experience here with Livestream STL by going to the TKDS Sports Network app. Download the app and subscribe by going to videos.tkdssports.com. That'll get you access onto our TKDS Sports app, Roku, and Fire Stick. And thanks so much for your support of Livestream STL.
I do this for the love of the kids. I do it for the love of the coaches and the ADs because there's not enough high school coverage in the St. Louis area. There's just not. Once again, I get to keep my relationships with, guys like you and a lot of the other great coaches and administrators and former athletes. And that's one of the cool things that we're going to do here, too, is, I've been fortunate covering some great coaches and great kids, but, the Caravan is, I wasn't letting it die. And sure enough, we're here now, and the reboot is in full effect.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
That, Rand, I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, whether basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about Livestream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act, and you're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
Jefferson College has affordable degree options for students of all ages. Plus, register before December 11th and you could win a $250 book scholarship or other great prizes. Jefferson College provides safe on-site and online options and many exciting career pathways like humanities, business, social science and public service, math, physics and technology, and science and health. Students who know, go Jeffco. Enroll now at jeffco.edu.
Hi, this is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Zach McVeigh with the Jefferson Lady Blue Jays.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box
on Livestream STL.
On Livestream STL.
Don't forget, if you are interested in advertising with us here at the Coach's Box, give us a call, 314-852-4398. You can also email us over at livestreamstl@outlook.com. But check that phone number out, 314-852-4398. If you're interested in doing any kind of advertising with us. And I'm gonna throw Riley Blair on the mic here real quick as he's got something in his mouth.
Nope, my mouth's off. Oh, there you go.
I got you.
You're on.
Every time
and you're on.
Stuck. Riley, tell us about how that folks can get involved in sponsoring with us.
Well, first of all, we want to say that we have our first two sponsors that started last week and this week. Our first sponsor is Home by SMCI. They're sponsoring our local sports section. And then La Pachinga here in Herculaneum is sponsoring our next segment here, which is talking a little bit about national sports. But we're still looking for one more person here to sponsor the trivia. So, we're looking for, basically three sponsors for each segment and then a whole sponsor for the entire show. Those sponsorships are $50 for each segment and then $250 for the entire show. Now, the biggest thing that we like to do is we're going to take that sponsorship money and give it back into the community. We're going to go out and purchase different items, different things. for the community to give back
Guys,
to
is
them.
there something going on over here?
No, they were just reading some comments. I'm sorry. He's laughing. I'm just.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I'm the
there,
only
Bradley.
responsible one that has my phone off. What are you guys laughing at?
So,
wow.
But, what we would like to try to do with that sponsorship money is, one, to give back. We want to give back to the local businesses that have been supportive of us over the last 60 weeks. And so if you're a local business and you want to get your name out there, we would love for you to sponsor our show. We're going to give it right back into the community. As we do every week, we give out gift certificates, gift cards to different places. If you have an item that you would like us to be as part of a giveaway from your business, to highlight your business, feel free to do that as well. But it's awesome to make that happen. So we appreciate Home by SMCI and La Pachanga here in Herculaneum for being our first two sponsors of the segment. So, but you have to plenty of time to do that, and we appreciate it once again. So there you go, Ray.
SMCI, Dinger?
Dinger.
Yes. Mr. Dinger.
Yes, Lawrence Kroeninger was very gracious to sponsor be our first sponsor of a segment.
I have to put this up.
He is killing me, man.
He says, I'll sponsor the Jarvis 4x4 Invitational.
Hey, all proceeds go to Black Cat basketball.
It's going to go to the AED.
You know what I have to say about that? I approve that.
Yeah.
Wow, we just said we were going to give money from sponsorship. Local, you guys say, I'll put up my basketball fund.
Well, if I'm going to run a 4x4, man.
Wait. I listen to this crap all day. You ain't going to do it for the kids?
That's him.
No, you got to do it for the kids. All the kids. Not just you guys' kids.
No, the 4x4 Invitational.
7 years it's been like that.
Okay, for all the kids.
That's what I say.
Okay, all the
Right.
kids. Jason would put it in his damn pocket. Let's hear it.
That's
Come on.
Jason.
Wow.
There we go.
Who said that?
I didn't say that. I didn't say I'm giving it to all the kids. Where'd that come from?
I said.
With that being said, we're going to go into that's the music for our.
We're going
Cue it
straight to
up.
trivia.
Queued it up, baby.
We'll
It
cover
is
all that
time.
later.
We'll cover the.
Yeah, let's get to it now.
Cranium Cup Trivia. Let's do
We
it.
need it. That way the champ can flaunt the
Well,
trophy.
hopefully I get a chance to.
Where's the trophy?
Bring
at?
the trophy. Yes, I'm not like you, loser.
I'm going to eat. I'm going to tell you
I'm a
that.
winner.
I'm a winner.
You ain't first, your last, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning, right?
All right. We've got.
Put your stuff away.
Hey, you guys are gonna.
I know, but Sproul's killing me on the comments. I got to keep watching them.
You got to put your stuff away.
Ain't nobody going to give us any answers
I
about
bet
this girls' basketball.
I think tonight you gotta get some answers thrown out.
All right.
I'm going to tell you
Make it
what.
be a
All these
surprise.
comments, though, they're really.
That's good. Keep that up.
I can run. I've seen him play basketball. I've ran up and down the court. We're about,
Who?
you.
I'm a little lighter now.
I am too.
I'm telling you, I was a lot quicker back in the day.
I wasn't. I've always
I'm
been slow.
deceptively fast, Jason. I'm just telling you.
My best 40 time was
wiry.
a 4.98.
All right.
Knowing is half the battle, Jarvis.
A,
There you go.
B, C.
This trivia
D.
that's brought to you by SMCI.
SMCI.
Home by
Home by
SMCI.
SMCI.
What was that new thing that you kept saying you can get for SMCI?
Talking about me having ADD.
Hey, I was trying to
Extended release Adderall. All right.
no, that was not it. It was some weird name for the
We are
thing.
Here we go.
we are doing women's basketball trivia.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Awful.
Here we go. Question number one.
Every time.
I know, he hates everything.
Yeah.
In 1997, the now defunct Houston Comets won the very first WNBA championship.
I know all about this.
What team did they defeat in the WNBA finals? A.
Winner.
Sacramento Monarchs.
Sack.
And then there's Jarvis.
You know what? For this, I'm just going to drink. I don't give a crap.
I don't want to put the whole name there. I can't spell it.
B. The Phoenix Mercury.
Phoenix.
C. The Charlotte Sting. D.
Sting.
The New York Liberty. This is the stuff you get whenever I'm last minute on this, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be interesting. I'll just take another drink.
Go take another bite of chips.
I'll take another drink of my water.
All right, answers. Let's go. A, B, D, and D. The answer is D.
Oh,
right on, baby. I know
As bad as the guys who coach girls basketball.
Well, who watches this?
I coach girls.
Whoa,
I
there's a lot of people who watched the WNBA.
Who was it?
It was
In
New York.
Liberty.
In 1997?
Well, what were you doing in 97?
I was watching
the Bulls.
I was in college, but
sophomore,
God,
junior.
you're old.
I was a junior in
All
high school.
right, question number 2.
I was
wasn't watching the WNBA.
probably
I don't
at
care what you guys do back
City
then.
Lake and Fayette, but go ahead.
Kevin Holly got this wrong. He said the Portland Fire. That wasn't even an answer.
Oh, that goes for a conversation with us earlier today.
thought
Ask me that off the air.
Never mind. I thought
Hey,
he
question
said
number 2.
That was the name of a dancer.
In 36 seasons at UConn, how many times has Gino Auriemma and the UConn Lady Huskies not made the women's NCAA tournament?
I bet the answers are 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Counting the COVID shutdown year. A, 1, B, 2, 3, C, or D.
3C, C is 3. Okay.
You got it. Or D, they have made the tournament every season he coached there.
So 0. Correct.
Correct.
Made the playoffs.
No. Tournament. NCAA tournament. No women's NIT. How many years they made an NCAA tournament, not counting the shutdown from last year?
Good answer, but a bad answer probably.
I know he's only had one losing season.
You said D, you said A, you said B, you said A. It is actually C, 3.
So nobody
Only
got
3
that.
times. His first 3 seasons, they did not make the tournament. And
Come on,
you are
Jarvis.
correct, he had one
Why
losing,
couldn't that
one
have
losing
been? Why
season.
couldn't that
I
have
know,
been?
right? Because I had to make it difficult.
Yes.
Go
You're welcome.
Kentucky.
So if me and Ray are the only one got one right?
So far.
All right. That's good.
Question number 3. The 2013-14 UConn Huskies went 40-0 on their way to a national championship, tying a record for the number of wins in the season, men's or women's, that was originally set in 2011-12 by which team?
But it can be. But the answer can be men or women.
No.
Oh.
That record is
Oh.
the record for
Women.
40 wins in a season is the most
By a
by
man,
men's or women's teams.
Oh, okay. That's.
Who do you think that is?
Okay. A,
I think I know who it is.
Baylor. B, Tennessee. C, Notre Dame. D, Stanford.
Okay,
UConn tied the record for wins in a season. Who was the other team that had 40?
what was that year?
2011, 2012.
Man.
I think that was.
I think it was.
I think that was Griner.
You sure? What were we doing in 2011?
Hold on. I got it.
At the View.
I was at the View.
All right.
How's the View
All
out there?
right. I don't know.
Answers, let's go.
I don't know.
You said B.
Was that
You said A. You said A. You said A.
Griner?
The answer is A, Baylor.
Griner?
Yes, I'm up 2.
Oh, you're up one.
Yeah,
The
he's-
last one.
He's up.
We got to all get it right, and he's got to get it wrong for us to
You got one,
four-way
Jarvis?
time.
I have one right.
All right.
Oh, so this
As long
is
as
good.
Jarvis doesn't.
I didn't know where Griner played at, so that was my. I heard you all say Griner, but I'm like, where the hell did she play?
All right, question number 4. Who holds the WNBA record for career points scored? A, Tamika Catchings. B, Tina Thompson. C, Diana Taurasi.
Say who?
D, Sue Bird.
Man.
You're welcome.
This is really hard.
What's C again?
Taurasi.
I got.
D was who?
Sue Bird.
Man, that is tough.
You're welcome.
So, do the answers again. Sorry.
Tamika Catchings.
Whatever he has, I'm not giving.
Tina Thompson. Diana Taurasi. Sue Bird.
Man, that's tough.
Well, if he picked that, we got to pick something different.
got your answer?
Yeah, I'm going to go with this. It's wrong, but I'm just going
Said A. Catchings. You two said Taurasi, and you said
Thompson.
Thompson. The answer is Diane Taurasi.
Okay.
Boom!
We
I'm
have
out.
a
We're
tie.
tied.
Three-way tie.
Jarvis?
Good thing I come with extra
Well,
questions.
I'm out. 2
Sorry,
weeks.
Jarvis.
That's all right. I don't want it 2 weeks in a row.
No.
I'll take it.
No winning streak.
streak for you.
No,
It
streak.
hasn't.
No. Miller's got to go girls basketball.
Look, there he goes.
Diversity.
Hey, you were coach of girls basketball
For
right.
9 dreadful years under Ken
Whoa.
Jones.
Whoa.
Hey, now.
All right.
You had the most success you ever had under girls basketball. What are you talking about?
As an
fired.
assistant
Wow.
coach, yeah, I
All
guess.
right. Question number
I'll
5.
tell you that.
Only 4 of the 8 original WNBA teams that opened in 1997 are still franchises today. Of those 4 remaining, 3 are in their original cities.
Are you kidding me?
And 1 has relocated twice now.
Who is it?
Thank you.
They are currently the Las Vegas Aces. What was the original name of that WNBA franchise when it started in 1997?
Thank
The
you.
name or the city?
I'll give both.
Okay.
A, the Utah Stars. B, the Detroit Shock. C, the Orlando Miracle. D, the Portland Fire. Kevin, if you're watching,
What's
that's
the C?
Orlando Miracle. Ask me off the air. It's great. It might come up in national sports. Answers. Let's go.
This is a total guess.
B.
We all had a B.
You're all wrong. It's the Utah Stars.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They became the San Antonio Stars, and then they moved to Las Vegas.
I knew I should have picked Taurasi.
Yeah. Why didn't you do that?
Miller watches those folks all the time.
He does.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Useful knowledge.
Next.
Which WNBA team has made the most WNBA Finals appearances?
Oh.
And the most is 6.
I have no earthly idea.
Good. Should be good then. A, the Seattle Storm.
Oh, of course you.
B, the Phoenix Mercury.
Oh, my God.
C, the Los Angeles Sparks.
Oh, yeah.
D, the Minnesota Lynx.
Yep.
Final answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that.
L.A. Ray says L.A. You say the Storm.
I'm going to say I go opposite of everybody.
You're going to say the Lynx.
Yeah.
We have a winner!
We have a winner! Hey, it was the Lynx. I will gladly hand my cup to another Black Cat.
Hey!
Keep it in the family at the Black Cats, right?
Sure.
100%, buddy. You want to fact check me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead, girls coach, who just missed that.
Our name's not Zuckerberg.
Oh, wow.
You're going to get our show canceled off of
Did
Facebook.
he say Zuckerberg or?
What I do know is you can't post about gas prices. They will fact check you. True
Gas
story.
prices suck right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They're bad.
though.
They are definitely 1-800-SUCK-IT.
I heard that someone got fired because they badmouthed LeBron on Facebook. Or lost their business.
Oh, that was
Excuse
me. But I didn't lose my business.
Well, you ain't badmouthed LeBron, have you?
Well, if you're worried about gas prices, I got this wonderful app that I'm on. Get
Yeah,
Upside.
Get Upside.
Oh,
Right here, man.
It's like,
We need to-
dude,
we
I
need to
made
get them
over
as a sponsor.
$200 on that
Me
thing, and
too.
I'm not doing
know.
a whole lot.
We need to get them as a sponsor.
Yeah.
You guys need to sign up and do it. It's
Right.
great.
Get
Dude,
them.
it's
All right.
awesome.
So, the joke about Portland Fire. Did
I thought,
everybody
I
see
thought it
that-
had to be off the air.
Well, it's relevant to the
does.
Oakland A's have been given permission by Major League Baseball to seek to seek a relocation.
Really?
Yep, because they're having issues with the stadium that they're playing in.
Shocking.
So the question is where's the landing spot? So me and
Vegas.
Coach Halley were having a conversation. I said Vegas. That seems like pretty logical.
Yeah.
Originally he said Nashville. I said that's probably where the Rays will go. He said
St.
no, they'll go
Louis.
to Montreal. I think Nashville's on the list. I mean, they want baseball in Nashville.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Especially now that Cardinals
Good
have another
series, too,
close
you'd
rival.
think.
But it depends on if they're American League or National League. And baseball's talked about doing another expansion, but the people in Montreal are kind of like, hey, we want our damn baseball team back, which that would be cool.
That would be cool, too.
I
I love the Expo hat.
I really think that you should take the Rays and put them in Montreal and say, Tampa, you kind of lost your opportunity when you had literally the same amount of people that show up to regular games during the COVID stuff,
Well,
showing up as their regular attendance.
Can they do the same thing with their football team and put it right here in St. Louis with Lawrence as the quarterback? That'd be awesome.
What? That's Jacksonville.
Oh, dang it. Let's do that one then.
Well, I'm just saying, because then the joke was, well, he said, well, what about Portland? I'd like to see them have a baseball team. I said, it's kind of hard to have a baseball team when everything keeps getting burned. You can't build a stadium. True. So then we were kind of
staying out of that.
So the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. Oh!
Blaze. I didn't catch that. I was like, yeah. The Portland Fire was a defunct.
The Portland
WNBA
Fire.
team.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, that's kind of it's not ironic at all. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Some interesting national news.
Very interesting.
Another one that Coach McVay wanted to talk about. Who's
Two.
One, forget the other guy because he's not going to play here.
Yes, he will.
Not Tim Tebow either. But Tim
he
Tebow
will play here. Oh, yes.
I think the Tim Tebow thing is.
Tim Tebow.
Look at how many chances this guy is getting to play in the It's all. I mean, it's a no-brainer for Florida.
Yeah.
Money,
he sells tickets.
He'll sell tickets.
Yeah.
So would Pujols.
I know.
I
would go and purchase tickets.
I would purchase tickets to see him one pinch hit at bat. That's all I got to see.
Yep.
And he hits a dong, I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Slam
we
a
said he'd have
dog.
130 at-bats.
He'll hit
if he played all 10 of the interleague games away with the DH. You get DH. And if he got one pinch hit at bat a day.
Did you do the math?
I did, because it's Albert Pujols.
And you would have Pujols, Molina, and Wainwright together again. And did you see Wainwright the other night?
And then
I did.
next year, when they bring the DH back, then he hits 700
He's
here.
going to retire.
Here, no.
Yeah, he is.
He's coming here.
Can we want a side bet on this?
Oh, that would be sweet. If they put in the DH, we bring Pujols back. Bam.
Here.
Yes.
And everything is right in the world.
Would you go to a game then?
I just said, if he
had a chance to hit 700, it'd be hard not to go up there.
How would you not?
McVay might buy season tickets.
I don't know about that.
Well, he'll get that big pay raise. He'll do that, huh?
Oh, gosh. Let's not go that far. No, but I would buy tickets. I would.
I want to see.
It would be worth it.
Number 5. It's just.
How can you not? I get it. I get it from a business standpoint. Whatever.
I get it
blah,
from
blah, blah.
he ain't gonna help us. I don't care.
He's going to hit better than Carpenter.
Exactly.
Carpenter ain't helping us.
Get rid of him. Period.
Why are we not DF still? Come on, I know we owe money.
You heard my story.
Greatest players of all time just got DFA'd.
Can you believe
and
that?
Matt Carpenter still has a job.
Right.
That's what I'm going to say. That's my only issue with that. I don't think we'll get him this year. I don't. If he's got to go through the.
Are they not worried about their profit margin? Then
what's he have to go through? He went through the waiver.
No. He's going to have to go through every team telling him they're not.
They've already done that.
They're not going to do it.
They've already done it.
Yeah, there's no one's.
He's already went through that.
Kevin Holly, stop it. Stop being
What?
a fantasy GM with your
man.
heart and use your brain. He won't be here.
I don't think he'll be here.
Kevin Holly, you're no fun.
Not unless they have not this year. Unless they have the DH, he is not coming here. They may have a full-time DH in the National League. He's not coming here. So just take that.
I understand that.
Wipe your butt with it and put it in the trash. It ain't coming.
Ew.
He's got to come back.
That's what I think of you right now.
He's got to come back. How about? But fine. We'll pivot. And we'll go talk about Tebow.
Pivot.
How great is that?
It's not.
Why? It's Tim Tebow.
And it's in Florida.
It's Tim Tebow.
But they already have. I mean, I don't know.
He's not. He's going to play a tight end. He's
Coach
not
Rhodes,
playing
I don't know that he'll
Well, I
ever.
know he's not playing quarterback, but he might fall forward.
Hey.
Well, he will get hit in the head by Mark Sanchez with a football.
I'm late with this, Jarvis. Thanks.
Hey,
Man, Ron Rhodes just posted,
how's he gonna
leave
play?
Matt Carpenter alone, he will hit.
Hit what?
Yeah, right. Hit what?
Flies.
Side of the barn?
Last 3 years, absolutely nothing. Learn to bunt.
Air.
Learn to bunt.
Somebody needs to
His
learn to
air
bunt.
molecules.
I love you, Coach Rhodes, but I don't think that's going to happen.
So
Me neither.
I mean, and the
Tebow's
Cardinals
never-
are going to make money if they bring Pujols.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
That's
going to make
what
money,
I'm
just
saying.
like Florida's going to make money with
Yes.
bringing in Tebow.
Yep.
Pujols still thinks he can play every day.
Well, no,
where's he going to play though?
When someone gets hurt and then
anywhere.
they need somebody.
Anywhere.
He said it the other day on a interview that he wanted to play every day in Anaheim, but he said he would go somewhere where he didn't play every day if it was a franchise that wanted him.
Yep, he did say that.
How?
Apparently the Cardinals haven't kicked the tires on that one. So.
Well, go up there and kick whatever his name is.
Mo.
And then his whatever who is not the GM.
Gert.
Yeah, he's nothing. He's a name.
All right.
And so
he's pretty boy.
Go kick him.
Pretty boy.
All right, that's just a wait and see. The Tebow thing, he's never played tight end at any point in his life.
Okay.
He can't play it. Is he just there? He's just there for the money.
No.
He's there for the money for the Jacksonville's going to get, the
No.
media attention,
No.
and to mentor Lawrence.
That's
it.
why he's there. That's why he's there.
That's it.
That's why he's there.
What's he going to tell him to do? What?
He's gonna help.
Here's how not to throw the damn ball.
Hey, all I can say
He can teach you to be a better person, maybe.
Well, and what's wrong with that?
That's it.
Hey. Survey over here. Oh, gosh, what?
Spool says, how about Chris Miller?
I don't
making the
identify as a
LPGA?
woman.
Wow.
He just said, I don't identify as a
You know, I like that. I'm going to give him a on that.
I think that's a dumb one.
It'd be nice if Spool could have threw some bags a little bit better instead of us getting our ass kicked.
I respect Coach Rhodes, I do. But now he just said, already 2 game-winning hits this season for Carpenter. Okay.
Every now and then people fall into it.
Oh, man.
What do we always say? Every good squirrel gets a nut?
Yep.
I've even
Blind
squirrel.
ones.
A blind one does too.
Blind squirrel finds a nut?
Yep.
I'm more okay with Tebow as a tight end than Pujols on the Cards.
Not me.
I like to see him. I just don't think it's going to happen until they have an everyday DH. Sorry.
Kevin, Ollie, sorry.
Blair and I won.
Player.
Against who?
I don't know.
What'd you
He's
do?
not-
Play by yourself, Spool? What's the matter with you?
He's out of control.
No, we did. Him and I won.
Off the rails.
Oh, he's talking about golf.
No, he's talking about bags.
Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing. My golf tournament, my golf guys, for the Pius, it's going to be killer. I'm just going to tell
Like
you that.
literally
ahead of time.
killer?
Killer.
Oh.
And I could probably still put you on it, and me and you could probably just
Speaking of
lollygag and have
When
fun.
is that?
Lollygagger.
Tebow did
July.
have a killer tight end for him to learn from.
Wow. Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, Hernandez.
Oh. Just throwing that out there.
That's funny.
Too soon.
Too soon.
That was not too soon. That was great. That was one of your best ones right there, buddy.
Brick killed a guy. No, Aaron did.
I would lay low.
Oh, man.
Well,
I
the
know.
show has reached a new low.
Exactly.
Boom, boom,
Who knew?
boom. So what we got? Let's finish up here and with some fun stuff. What we wanted to talk
This
about.
ain't been fun.
Oh, it's been a blast.
Did he have
Are you
this?
not entertained?
Did he have any this
I'm
and
always
that or anything? I thought you had something.
I thought we
have
had.
any.
We have a. I thought we had. What was it?
A little bit of talking about different
Debatable
different
topic?
process, debatable
Oh,
topics.
that was the one you guys wanted, a debatable topic.
Hey, I will throw a little props to Coach Dickerman and the Herculean Black Cat baseball team.
The
who
Bat
did-
Cats?
Yeah, Black Cats.
the bad cat.
They did knock differences out of the park night tonight, and it was awesome. And Coach McVay was saying they did the same thing at North County, and we got some special needs kids came out and threw the first pitch. It was really cool.
Awesome.
Big crowd there and cheering them on, and Miss Sardo's class, they're a real joy to go by every day. You get a chance to go by her class. Those kids are great, and I kudos to Coach Dickerman and his staff for doing that.
Yeah, and they had down in the MAAA, they had the Special Olympics. It rotates down there, a few different schools, but they had that today at North County, and it's just not getting to see that, but being a part in basketball, and hopefully the Jefferson County JCC can do this that unified game. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or been a part of that.
We did.
That is such a special event, just to see the kids and their families and
Well, we did it at
I
Herky
mean-
one year in basketball and had 2 teams, and they played at halftime. It was awesome.
If
Awesome.
I challenge any school district or anybody from any of these schools that watches the show, the 1,000-plus people that we get on a weekly basis, you need to have that.
Yes, I agree.
You need to have that. Set that up for the kids, for the community, and it's just, man, it's just an awesome event. It really is. It really is.
I do agree.
Yep.
Couldn't have asked for really a better situation when we did it. I mean, it was just a packed house. The kids were just loving it. I mean, and the student bodies were both just going crazy. The fans were going crazy. Signs were made everywhere. I mean, it was just an experience that those kids will never forget, and that's what it's all about, knocking differences out of the park. I think that's a perfect analogy of, put all the differences to the side and say, hey, we're here for all the right kids and for every kid. So kudos to Coach Dickerman and what he did there, and then, the AAA did there, all those things. It's just an awesome thing to be a part of stuff like that. I mean, it's for the kids. See their smiles on their faces when they get recognition. It's cool.
Yep. It was awesome.
It was.
What do you think, Chris? We doing a debatable topic?
Throw it out there. I'll debate.
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Wound up. Let's do it.
He's wound
It's now time for
Here's what. This goes on every year. You see this on message boards every year when it comes to basketball. So people will say across the state, because basketball was king way back, whether it was past the 80s, 70s, 60s, all of that, they go into the length of the season compared to whether it's fall sports or spring sports. And so they always ask, do you want to keep the basketball season the same length? Do you want to cut it a week, 2 weeks? How do you, if you're going to modify it, do you modify it, and how so? So I'll pose that debate to you. What would you do? Like it, keep the basketball season as is, modify it, and if you are, how are you going to do it?
What do you think? I don't want to go first.
Well, why are you pointing at me?
Because
you guys are the elder statesmen when it comes to head coaching experience, so I want one of y'all to speak.
I would say I would be fine with shortening it a week or two. Just, I don't know, 4 months is a long time. And
so to go to 3 months and play 3 games a week.
I don't know, just because you have Christmas break, so you've got that 2-week window, and because people are going to travel, that's something that as coaches we've always had to deal with. Well, I'm going here. I'm going out of town. So you don't get your full roster over Christmas break. And so it's darned if you do, darned if you don't, if you want to have a Christmas tournament, or do you not want to have a Christmas tournament? If you do, you're not going to get your whole team. If you don't, well, then you say, well, you're out 2 weeks of playing games. And I think that window there, if that window wasn't there, I think you could probably shorten the season. But I don't know what the right answer would be. But I would like at least a week shorter.
I love what, coming from Illinois, I love what they do over there.
Hey, we're playing all 3 sports right now.
Well,
go ahead.
That's the silliness over there right now. But as far as
not the only
during
silliness, but go ahead.
Normal seasons, there's no stipulation on how many tournaments you play. You just have a certain amount of games you can play.
Okay.
And you get how many games or whatever. But it's like, I think it's 30.
It's definitely more than what we have. Because I know they're all by playoff time. It's always, you see that on STL, 33 games or something.
I think it's 35.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. I just may have changed a little bit. But, but they also spread it out where they allow you to play so many games. You can play 2 games in a day on a weekend. Like a Saturday, you're going to get in a tournament, and you have 5 games. It's an invitational. You play everybody. You play, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you play 2 on Saturday, 1 in the morning session, 1 in the evening session, kind of thing. Or a lot of different things to be able to, make happen. But I personally think that, being stipulated on how many tournaments you can play in is hogwash. If you want to play in 5 friggin' tournaments and that's all you want to play in is tournaments, then you should be allowed to, because at what point, why is it we stipulate on who we can and can't play? And I just think it's
play as many games as you want.
I think you should.
And then I think they're
stipulated for that.
I think they do that because of people playing in varsity players playing in JV tournaments just to get a tournament. Having those kids play in those tournaments. That, if I had to guess why Missouri does that, in my opinion, I mean, if you're going to do that, and you have to kind of say if it's a JV tournament, then you can't be an upperclassman and play in it.
Well,
and that would be a good
But
fix.
see, that's another thing. I don't care that juniors are playing JV. That doesn't bother me.
No,
if they're not a varsity player, huh?
No, wait. But
I'm
if
saying,
they are a varsity player and they're playing,
well,
a little different then.
But what I'm saying is, if you're going to have, you've got 50 kids on your squad, you ought to be able to play juniors down, and that should be allowed. There shouldn't be a rule that says can't play juniors on JV. It's junior varsity.
Well,
yeah,
in our conference, we have a rule that says that conference games you can't play juniors down.
I'm hoping that's going away.
I would like for that to go away.
I think it needs to go away.
I think so. I agree. Anyway, debatable
I
topic.
very seldom play juniors on JV. So
I go on what you said. One the question. I think the season needs to be shorter. I mean, I really do. It's already hard enough because the schools that have football, if your football team makes a deep run, you can take an R7. It takes a long time to get your kids back.
Being there this year with Coach Breeze, and they bumped back. I think they were in a tournament. I don't know if it was Valley. I can't remember, but they were in Valley Park. I don't know. They were in a tournament. I think
Crystal City tournament, wasn't it?
Oh, wasn't that the Raleigh Vincent?
yeah, but
Scott
it got
that one.
It got, and they played in it.
There was something that they were talking.
Now they had to
about.
play against Hancock early in the season without the football
Yes.
players.
Yeah.
Their first regular season game, they played Hancock without the football players. And I mean, I was at Crystal when we would have playoff runs in football, and then them kids. There were some times where they had one practice and had a game. Valley, all the time in the Crystal City tournament.
Right.
When I first started coaching.
Yep.
And before I was a head coach and stuff, Valley would come. I mean, seriously, they played in the state game that weekend, and that tournament started on the Monday.
Yeah.
So they had a Sunday optional practice walkthrough, and then played that first game, and they still won games.
Still competitive.
Yeah, but what sport stirs the drink in their school?
Football does.
There you go. So being a basketball guy, it's kind of like, well, hell, I ain't get my kids. But I mean, I think if you shorten the season, backed it up a little bit from the start time.
Usually, if they're that good in football, you're probably going to be good in basketball.
I would say
that's not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed, but I'm saying a lot of times.
I think if you're going to shorten it, you give off the 2 weeks during Christmas, and that's when you
Coach
shorten
Rhodes just said the exact same thing. He says, I hated Christmas tournaments. Kids need a break, and definitely coaches need a break.
I think if you give off that time frame, no basketball for those
Park
2
Hills
weeks.
would implode.
Oh, I'm sure they would. But
they wouldn't be able to charge for the streaming either.
But I just don't know the whole
But
concept of putting it. If you do that, then you get into a lot of conference play after Christmas and.
Well, I was talking with someone at school today about this. It was funny because they brought it up. Well, actually, at the baseball game tonight, and I said, "Hey, we're talking about that on the show tonight. That's cool." And they said, "Why not our spring sports? Look at the weather we've had. What if you push spring sports back? You pushed basketball back a little bit and didn't start so early. And yeah, we may be out of school, but you play school baseball until."
I can tell you, hearing.
I know what'll happen, all the select teams and all that crap. But
I've heard that, but I've also heard Coach Genge over the years when we worked with him out of Grandview, and I want to say we've heard of this recently from a track perspective. It's tough when you're done with school because I think there was one year we were done, and then they had the state.
Oh yeah,
meet,
they did.
And he said it was tough. As from a coaching perspective, none of the track guys like that, and I get it, and I kind of agree with you there.
I froze my butt off. And it wasn't real super cold today, but I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to be running track today out in that.
We're finally actually having a spring. This is.
I think if you shorten it up and you play more games in a week, I still think you can get the number of games that you want to get to. You can have those opportunities and not have such a long season. Because once you get through November in your initial practices, it all becomes prep for the next game. I mean, let's be real. That's what you're doing. So if you play on a Tuesday, Monday, I know what you're going to do. You're going to be working on what we're going to do against that team. Whether or not it works or not, that's what you're going to do. So the practice time at that point is all, I mean, it's all relative to who you're playing.
Yeah.
I think the season should be shorter. I really do. It is a grind. It's a long
Think about
season.
all the holidays. You've got Thanksgiving in
Yep.
there. You've got Christmas in there.
New Year's.
You've got New Year's in there.
President's
you turn
Day.
around, you got President's Day, Martin Luther King
No,
Day.
Martin Luther King Jr. And President's Day.
And President's Day. So
Oh
there's a
yeah,
lot of,
it's if you're a basketball kid, and say you're a football kid too, which I'm that as a coach. I get to March and I'm like,
Yeah.
Just imagine back down south when your junior high season was the beginning of the year. No football, by the way.
Right.
Junior high basketball, high school basketball, elementary basketball. And when I was young, I was wore out after doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 24 years old, and I'm going, dear God, I can't keep doing this.
Beating you.
I mean, so, yeah, it's tough to do it that long.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
We can go back to this another time.
Yeah.
There's so much more we can
Definitely
open
hit it
into
up.
that.
I think so. That's something
We need to
kinda discuss.
draw our winner.
Yeah, let's do that.
We got 10 people now.
Hey, is that a record?
Maybe.
All right.
Gonna turn it around. Spin. I don't know if you're on me now.
I'm on you.
Cody Hunter.
Unbelievable.
Coach Hunter.
Coach Hunter will win it.
Just go find Coach Blair.
Go find Coach Blair.
There you go.
He'll see me tomorrow.
There you go. That's our winner.
All right.
There we go. Well, Ray, we want to make sure we make an announcement that this segment was brought to you by La Pachanga here in Herculaneum, which is what the winner does get, a $20 gift certificate here to La Pachanga here in Herculaneum. So we want to say thank you to Herculaneum La Pachanga for sponsoring this segment, and we appreciate that. And so if you're interested in sponsoring us, please feel free to fill out that sponsorship form. Or to contact one of us 4 coaches here, or Ray, and
got the number up there right now.
And we would more than happy to take care of that situation for you and get you sponsored the show or a segment, and to highlight your business or an individual if that's what you would like. So we appreciate all the sponsors that we've gotten so far: the Home by SMCI and Lawrence Kroninger, and La Pachanga Herculaneum.
I'm gonna have to work on. The owner over here across the way at Emo's here and get him to get on here.
Yes.
Pony up, baby.
Tell me wear an Emo's hat.
Visit next door.
I'll wear Emo's hat. I got it all. I got an Emo's shirt. We can do it.
Probably
Order up.
still smells
Hey, you
like
work-
Emo's, too.
I got 20 years of freaking sweatshirts for Christmas, man. He always gets us a hoodie, and
Order
we'll
up,
get
peeps.
it.
Order up.
Yeah, order up.
Order
peeps.
up, peeps.
Love it.
There it is. All right. Thanks for being with us tonight on the Coach's Box, and we'll see you next week. We're on next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be on next Tuesday.
Yes.
Tune in.
Make sure you tune in next Tuesday.
Cody Hunter, you can use that $20 gift certificate. You can sit right over there.
There it is. Well, and we are looking for coaches again.
That's right.
Speaking of coaches, so we'll be scouring
Don't be
the Jefferson
scared.
County area for
Don't be scared.
the new coaches. So for Ray Halbert and all of us here at Livestream STL and the Coach's Box, have a great evening. We'll see you next week.
Hey, look at this.